In this video, we're going to look at my answer for 8.5. So, let's see here. As always, I'm going to start off with an existing chunk of code, and I'm going to copy it and paste it, lab 8.5. And make sure I close the other one so I don't mess it up. Come on. Now, this is my person class, and what I want to do is I want to make a new class. So I'm going to end the person class up here and make a new class called customer. It's going to inherit from the person class. And you don't have to do this, but I typically do. I go ahead and just mark where the class ends because it's just going to be easy to track. That's my personal preference. Oh, I forgot the word class. And I didn't make it lowercase. Picky. Okay. So now we've got a customer class that inherits from the person class. And what I want to do is I want to add in all the same stuff. So I'm going to go back over here to lab 8.1. And you may remember that in lab 8.1 I had our little outline. Fields, constructors, properties, methods. And I'll just paste that in here. Now the fields aren't going to be first name and last name. We're probably going to have a toString method, you typically do, but I'll leave that up right now. And this is my basic template. I have my, oops, hey, what did you do? I have my list of fields. Indent expected. Yeah, because I'm missing code yet. I have my constructor, my attributes, my properties, my methods, and then of course the end of the class. So now it's just a matter of going through and putting those in. So let's see here. I want an ID value. And in the constructor, I want to add on an ID. I don't know if I want to make it so that it's possible to have a blank. I think I'll go ahead and leave it without a default. So let's see. You have to give it an ID, and I'll go ahead and set the self dot underscore ID equal to our ID parameter. Okay, so now we've got our field. We just need our properties, and I don't feel like memorizing the syntax for that, so I'm going to go ahead and cheat. Let's see, where are you? It'll be, well, basically like this, properties, getter, setter. Now, whenever I steal code, I have to be careful. I made it uppercase ID here, but it's lowercase there. So stealing code is fine. Excuse me, leveraging existing resources. Yeah, stealing code is fine. But it's your responsibility then to modify it to your own needs. Remember, they have to match. So if I modify it here, I have to modify it here as well. Okay, so that should take care of that. And I have this as a commented out field just to indicate that it's there. I don't know. I'll indicate it's 0. Not necessary, but that should do that part. Now, I want a method that returns the data as a string. And so what I want to do is I want to add on to this toString method. And in 8.1, actually I already got that code. Let me go back up here. It's basically going to be the same in my person class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and steal this block of code. and I'm going to modify it because I'm overriding these in my customer class. So paste it down here, and then I'm going to modify this so it overrides it. Now I could actually go ahead and use this self dot ID. Come on. This will work. And I really don't need to do anything here because this one references this one. So that makes it kind of easy. And now, instead of making a person class and all that, I think I'll just simplify my code. I'll make it a employee object. And it'll be employee 1. Yep, customer, excuse me. And I'll print out customer. And we'll see what happens. Uh-oh. 4 were given. So the initializer takes 2 positional arguments, but 4 is given. Let's see what I forgot. I forgot the, in my person class, I forgot that, that's interesting. What do I got up here? Oh, I stole the code, but I didn't have the last name in here. No, I got first name and last name. That's kind of odd. You think about this for a minute. This is good. Customer 1. That's curious. It's saying that I need to add in the first name to the constructor, basically, in order for it to pick it up. That's not right. Interesting. Let's stop here and think about this. Okay, so, well, first of all, let's go ahead and go to the test file, and we'll make sure that my code actually runs. So, let's see here. I need to take this code from here and copy it. Now, here's the deal. If it runs here, so that's end of the first class. Lost my little comment, didn't I? End of person class. Okay, so this inherits from person. I've got the ID. I've got my getter, my setter, my toString method, and if it works here, then it should work in the other. Now, you notice I have an automatic value here. That may be causing the issue. So yes, it is working here. Arrow prints out twice because I call toString and I've got the override on that. So let's try to add in an ID value. Interesting. That isn't an issue. Okay, let's try to add in URL. Oops, a couple quotes would be nice. And that's where the issue is. Okay, well, that's fine. We can make that work. So if I want to use these, then what I need to do is I need to modify this. So this is my constructor for products. Let me collapse this product. I like this little feature here. You can click on that and it collapses. A little hard to see, but it's right there. Okay, so now I'm looking just at the customer object. And what I'll do in the constructor is I'll just add in first name and last name. Now, to make this work, I want to call the superclass let's see, I got it wrong. Oh, it's a method. That's better. Okay, and first name equals first name and super last name equals last name. Now, I'm only doing this because I want the ability when I make my object to go ahead and pass that into the constructor. If you didn't do that and all you did was do exactly what I did over in employee, which was make it so that you could set it as blank and then just fill in the name after the fact, that was perfectly fine. I'm just adding an extra bonus feature. Okay, this time I think it's going to work. Super object has no attribute first name. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. First name, last name. We know it's there. It's a field. Super object has no attribute first name. Oh, I beg to differ. I have to think about this one again. Okay, that took me a minute. I had to look it up. It's a little weird. So what they want you to do is you put in the name of the class itself, and then you reference the constructor and pass in the parameter list. It's not that weird, I guess, but it does seem a little bit. They refer to this as chaining the constructor. So, let's see. What is your issue here? White space after. I don't think so. Oh, they want a white space after. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think that's going to work. Let's find out. And this one actually makes sense. Unsupported operand for adding a plus sign. So this is down here. I forgot to convert this over to string. We've seen that a few times, haven't we now? Okay. And we got it. So now, again, I did kind of the hard way. If you did it like I did in the employee class, that was perfectly fine. Basically, what I did there was I made an ID, I set it to the default value, and then I went through and set the ID name after the fact. This is an easier way to do it than I just did, but they both accomplish the same thing. Okay, that's all I can think about this one. So I will see you in the next video. Next video is a review of the chapter. See you there.